Welcome to USL Live into the final match of the opening weekend of Season 24 in the Unified Skirmish League. I'm your host, Romulocks, and the game tonight features a clash between two scrappy competitors. The 4th-ranked team in the USL preseason power ranking Suicide Squad and the 5th-ranked Crusaders. For more information on the teams, match statistics, and how you can sign up to play in the Unified Skirmish League, we ask that you please visit uslzone.com. Joining me in the commentary booth for tonight's match, I'm privileged to welcome in Doc, if you're there.
Hello.
Yeah. And Colossal.
Hello, hello.
A big welcome to both of you to the broadcast booth. I think this is the first time we've had both of you, if I can recall. Although Jeff may have done one when I wasn't here in one of my games last season. Guys, both of these squads start out on the bubble based on our USL Live preseason power rankings of the number 4 and number 5 squads. Suicide Squad boasts veteran leadership and USL experience at the top of the roster, but newer players fill out the bottom of the roster, combined with several newer players from CTF. Crusaders find themselves in an almost identical position in the unholy alliance of veteran USL players mixed with newer CTF players. The real question here is which team has a better bottom of the roster? Tonight's game will begin the USL story for several of our match participants, and the question is, who's going to be able to notch a victory in their first outing? To both of you, which of these teams has the stronger roster in your opinion? And let's get your thoughts on the match we're about to watch. Let's go to Jeff first.
Awesome, thank you. So looking on paper, I think that obviously everybody's going to go ahead and say Suicide Squad. The cool thing about both of these squads is that they're basically on every night as being. So I'm going to say on paper, off the bat, looking at these two rosters that are unspec'd right now, I'm going to say Suicide Squad, but I'd call this the third game of the week. Like, this is very close.
Yeah, and I'll echo what Jeff just said. Like, these squads are on every single night practicing, as being, trying to get one in. Right now, just again, I feel like I'm just copying you, Jeff, but based on the rosters I'm seeing, I would favor Suicide Squad, but Crusaders could pull a real surprise out here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead, guys, and say I think Crusaders may pull it out here. I just having experienced what Bax did to my team, like if they hold up even for a moment on Suicide Squad, Bax is going to hit those snipes, and if Fresh or Flash or any of those other guys, Mugen, anybody who's kind of out on the perimeters takes that snipe, it goes down to 8v7. I think this could be a very different game. It's all going to hinge on how Bax plays, and that sniper position is so important right now. Let me go ahead and get you guys to make some predictions. Who do you have taking the win, and what do you see the score being, Jeff?
All right, so it's actually interesting that you said that. So as far as prediction-wise for on paper, who's got the best roster, it's going to be Suicide Squad. But exactly echoing what you said, if Bax can break some crucial first battle kills, it's going to be all downhill from there, and I think that they're going to be able to use that Collie side to their advantage. I'm going to go Crusaders 50, Suicide Squad 47.
Close score there. Go ahead, Doc. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I'm actually going to give it to Crusaders as well, just because of the Collie advantage. And this map is so good for snipers, so I think Bax will really shine on this one. Plus, it's nice to see Caligstar back in the roster. I'm going to give it to Crusaders. I'm going to go 55-40.
Guys, I'm going to mirror you again. I was surprised by how great Crusaders looked in that first game. I think they'll probably do the same thing here. I'm going to go kind of where you are. I'm going to say 53-42 Crusaders. I think all three of us have Crusaders winning this, which is not what I would have predicted. I think Suicide Squad, the score might be a little lower because Suicide Squad know they need to control this game. And if Mountain takes them in positions like he is right now, to where they're just waiting for Crusaders to make the mistake first on the north side, on the Titan side, I think that's probably the way they need to play it, and that'll probably lead to a lower overall score. But we'll see how it ends up. We've got Suicide Squad going down KR right now. Crusaders we've got shifting to the right, it looks like right now, going down below South Mesa. As you mentioned there, Doc, Caligstar. We've got Apollo back in this roster. I love it. I love the guys coming back to this game, even if they haven't played for years or maybe even decades in some instances. Speaking of which, Doc, how is it coming back as an older player returning to the game?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying I unspec for the first time after 20 years and caught a law in the face by Fairfax as soon as I exited the dropship. So
it's like you never left.
Yeah, in some ways nothing's changed, but then there's a lot of new classes. Even just seeing the way that the game's sort of updated, the meta's change has been really interesting.
Fantastic. Yeah, man. It definitely takes a little bit to get used to all the exploding objects. I know when I came back that was a weird thing to see the demos and the the RPGs as well. Um let's see here. What's good? We got a fight down south now below the building. SS kind of taking the initiative here.
So this is something that we had encountered a lot, was these south battles right here. So with this Collie side, this is going to be a lot of what we're going to see on this map and what we've seen a lot tonight. Suicide Squad's got to be careful here, just because I believe, actually, yeah, Suicide Squad's on the other side of the map, so they just got to be careful here. So somebody's going to have to break something off, and we'll see what happens.
Uni getting really far forward. That's Brett the Hitman Hart. I didn't mention that.
SV goes
Mountains
down.
drop.
Yep. 8 snipe and then the Ripper.
Back's getting real close, looking at Sabotage. He wants him or that medic victim.
So it looks like
Look at Manu getting involved. Oh, they get him. Shasta goes down. DMX. Manu taking shots from Sabo. He's in trouble. Back saves him.
Back.
Oh, man. And Crusaders up 7-3. That's exactly the kind of danger we're talking about. For the Crusaders, on paper, they may not look like they're all that. But at the same time, they are playing really well together. They're very tight. They're doing a good job of falling and reorientating, depending on how they need to, depending on how the structure of the sides are going. They're doing a good job shifting. And Bax is absolutely hitting on snipes right now.
So the thing I want to comment on too is that this is going to be what this SB is going to be. And Mountain, the way they played, Degeneration X earlier, this South battle is going to be crucial, because Mountain and them were doing the same thing. So it's almost, how do they now counter this? How do they counter this battle?
SS look a little bit rattled, trying to get it together, decide how they want to approach this a second time. 8-3 is the final score there from that first battle, essentially. So clearly Crusaders taking the winning end of it.
I think here's where we really see this start to slow down, especially getting to a negative lead over here. The Suicide Squad's going to play very slow.
Is Manu leading for Crusaders? Oh, Oct is struggling up top. He's going to get closed off here. But they can't get the kill on Oct.
Suicide's tunneling. Yep, exactly.
Oh, that left side team for SS is in trouble. Or I mean, the Crusaders in trouble. Uni getting
flanked.
Yep, Uni getting flanked by Shasta. This left side is in deep trouble. Oh, bunched up here on the north side ridge for Crusaders.
I believe Suicide Squad's got a one-man advantage during this battle.
Smack's about to go down. There he goes. Calicstar gets, and Manu both go down. Victim picking up one of those kills off a grenade, I think. Oh, Back still getting hits. He tries for Sabo, but goes down. Good push back from SS here. That's what you want to see from Suicide Squad, who looked really solid in their first match out against Degeneration X. They looked like they were much more prepared to fight than, I guess, preseason predictions would have put it.
The question is what does SS do now? Like, they've taken the South battle. They've won. We know the respawns are coming in from the Collie side. Where do they try and head them off?
I'd imagine they're going to go back north. Yeah, north and left to F3 probably. No, they're going to go back down south. Turn it around. All right.
I think
they're going to meet south again. Go ahead.
This is exactly what Crusaders wants, though. Crusaders is going to fight right outside their base, and it's a smart strategy. I mean, that's the advantage of having Collie and having home, is you can be right here by your base. If anybody drops, worst case scenario, you fall and you got respawn within 15 seconds. So that's a great call by Doc. We'll see how they counter this right here as they're about to go into battle.
Yeah, especially in these kind of situations right here. That sniper and that Ripper combo is just deadly. If Ock can stay alive, he can hold that entire flank just as the Ripper.
I mean, you say that, but Oct keeps putting himself in real awkward
He is
positions.
putting himself in rough positions, no question about it. But at the same time, he did really well in the first game.
I think they got to give him some assistance so he can set up. He can't even set up.
Yeah, they've fallen the entire time.
Well, it seems like SS really knows the key. They know that they need to be pushing that Ripper, not letting him set up.
Nagy doing a good job of keeping him alive. Oh, Metal goes down. Manu and Calixstar just trying to survive up there.
If Bax can hit a snipe on Mountain, nope. We got South getting very aggressive. So again, though, this is kind of what Crusaders wants. They've got respawn. Metal's already coming back, so this is kind of what we
Calixstar doesn't know the rule. He just violated the rule. He doesn't even know it.
I vote he gets a pass, but gotta warn him. Rules are rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, all this real estate you guys aren't using. What's going on?
That's why we're just commentators. We commentate.
I imagine referees are gonna warn here because Mountain is making the protest right now.
All right, so for me, who also doesn't know what the fuck that rule is, can you guys fill me in?
Yeah,
on that
so
one?
we politely call it baselines now. It has another word, but baselines essentially those dotted green and red lines on the map. You cannot, once you've gone out of them, you cannot go back into them until the last 3 minutes of the match. So once you leave your baselines, you are out. And that also keeps other teams from being able to come in if you're getting, destroyed at your base.
I got you. Okay.
Looks like Suicide Squad they're content to fall all the way back. Just score update: 14-13 with 20 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this game. This is a match that clearly is anybody's game right now. Both have had momentum shifts their direction. I think Suicide Squad is probably looking better right now in terms of their team shooting, in terms of their team moving. It looks like Crusaders are kind of on their heels right now.
And I think with Suicide Squad, you just got to regroup. Move on, regroup, let the refs and staff do their thing, and get on to the next battle. You're only down 20 minutes. There's a lot of time left. Like, let's go.
Kind of get a slow positioning here for the next battle. Looks like Crusaders are reluctant to leave their base, and they are ahead by 1, but I don't know that that's what I'd be resting my laurels on right now.
Say it looks like they're aware that they're at Weed, so we'll kind of see how this battle's going to go down. I do have a question for both of you being mids here in a second after this battle.
Okay.
We see Crusaders here getting the nice angle around the outside of Weed.
Oh, beautiful Law Uni again.
Oh shit, they got flanked.
Bax gets crushed by the flank. Went wide left. Good call on that. I know Mountain made that call. What a call it was. Shasta and Sabo and Victim is a brutal flank. So Victim gets ripped out.
Oof.
It's that Ripper is tough.
So this is huge. Crusaders is going to have to get back quick. Again, their respawn. That's continuously what we're going to talk about, but they've got to get back quick and see if they can turn the tide on this.
Oh, Bax hits Flash. Flash is... Oh, there he goes. Gets a heal.
Man, you know that flank was legit because I'm calling from commentary where I can see everything, and I didn't even notice it.
Sabo.
Sabo and Apollo. Yeah, Apollo takes that snipe.
I'm talking about. These kills might be the difference at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
Like you can't have these kills,
They just tied the game on that. You're exactly right. Go ahead with your question while we got a little break here.
So as far as, from you guys both being meds, from the Suicide Squad perspective, with Bax being sniper, does that alter your guys' just kind of mentality when you're approaching these matches, or just the strategy when you're going into it?
For my part, I had to mark him at the beginning of the game. I knew he was going to be focused at me and center in our game. He ended up being focused on DP. We could tell with just how many bullets were going DP's way. But at the same time, every time he saw me with an opportunity to hit me, he had one of the more impressive snipes I've ever seen on me right underneath the porcupines. He knew he predicted where I was headed to and went ahead and put the bullet there in a tiny window. And yeah, it definitely changes my game. It makes me paranoid the entire time. I'm hiding more, asking my teammates to come to the rocks more for heals. If you're 60 or below, he can kill you. And for a medic, that only takes, 1 or 2 bullets. And especially if it's a Ripper, it's 1 Ripper bullet and then a sniper and you're done. So
I can say for me, honestly, it doesn't actually change much for me, just because the last time I played, snipers had invisible bullets that did 80 hit points. So not dying in one shot from the sniper makes me significantly less scared of them than I should be, probably. That being said, I do sort of always keep in mind out where the numbers advantage is going to be, because when you see that one sniper bullet come across, I know that that's the side that can get aggressive and push in with numbers. So I'm always sort of cheating towards that side because I'm expecting them to want to go.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't realize. Those are awesome explanations, guys. It's how much it can alter the game and just how much medics have to deal with on top of trying to not eat laws, bullets, nades, etc. So definitely props to you guys. But Suicide Squad's taking that into account. You can kind of see how they're approaching this battle. They're not wanting to be in the open.
And I think even a decent medic makes you feel like that. I'm going to say Bax is better than a decent medic. Look at that hit he just got on Mountain. As I'm saying that, he is hitting at a pace of something like 40 to 50% of his shots. That's incredible. It's tough to deal with.
You got to give the man his flowers. As much as he trash talks, he can
backs it up.
And it's annoying as hell, but he can back it up for sure.
SS is fleeing right now.
Again, this is the same part that they're just getting picked off on.
Look at Mugen and Victim. The 2 medics running together. It looks like it's going to leave the Marines kind of out. Victim's trying to curve left, get Mountain to save. Oof.
I think they're only falling here because of the amount of snipes that they ate. Like, this is a fight that they'd love to be taking so far outside their base, but their positions are just off. They ate so many snipes to soften them up before they could fight, so they had to make that fall back call.
And Bax taking a page from Pister here, or Manu, whoever's leading here, and takes his team back already. They're 1 kill up, and they go ahead and retreat back to base.
I think this is smart, though.
I think so, too.
This is what you got to do.
Absolutely.
This is KR, playing South. This is what you got to do.
Playing for W's, not for kills.
Exactly. And I think especially with the new altered kind of playoff formula and everything, as far as KD not being such a big impact.
DMX takes a shot. He's on like maybe 10 HP. Yeah, he's calling for Mugen to come up there. Oh, but Flash gets hit instead.
Yeah, this Ripper Sniper combo is deadly.
Deadly.
Yeah. But Oct is caught sleeping at the wheel a little bit here by Sabotage. Let's see. Okay. He's
almost gets a kill anyway.
So Mountain's kind of just chilling on the rock. He's about to drop.
Victim was trying to go for the save as Mountain goes down. He's stuck out there in no man's land.
Oh, Metal taking a bad death there.
Uni's had a good game right now. What are we at? We're at 24-20. Crusaders extend that lead with 14 minutes, half the game remaining, as Suicide Squad are kind of back on their heels now. Crusaders back in the driver's seat.
I do want to give an update for kills. Oct is 13-1 right now. DMX 6-2, and then we've got a bunch of people in third. But Oct being 13-1, I think that just speaks to the Sniper Ripper combo. There's a lot of focus fire going on right now, so that's annoying, and that's a good annoying.
It's interesting because the you're so paranoid about taking that snipe that you'll lean into bullets. Well, if you're leaning into Ripper, you only have to lean in for a half a second and you're gone. So
pick your poison.
Yeah, it's a tough lane to try to navigate.
You can see right now that Crusaders falls right back to their happy place just outside their base, especially they're up now. They know that that the Suicide Squad has to push into them. And Suicide Squad really couldn't afford to lose that last fight. Like you can't afford to lose any fight, but that last one, even in numbers, on a spot where one of the only times they're going to get them away from their base, that's a tough one to lose.
Here they come
So
down, Jay. Suicide
exactly-
Squad pushing
Exactly
down Jay
the same
hard.
battle. The same battle again.
Shasta just trying to make something happen here in the middle, getting some big hits on backs. Mountain. Oh, here we go. Good angle from Shasta and Mountain. South team just holding on. 4v4. Oh, Flash takes another snipe down. Ripper takes Sabo. It's a 4v2 in the South now. As SS is going down again. They don't even know it, this North team yet, but they're about to get routed.
And Crusaders has to be smart here because they're about to fall through that choke. And you cannot have any dumb deaths here.
Victim gets out by the hair of his chinny chin chin. And 2 medics and Mountain are running. Fresh is a little bit above. Oof.
Uni's got to be careful here.
Mugen is just trying to survive. Looking for help from anybody. But he's down. Fresh is going to go down, I think, for the second time that battle. Victim and Mountain are chasing Uni by themselves.
Just playing a little ring around the rosy here.
Yep, they're going to go.
Light.
Oh, Mountain's going to take Oct one-on-one. He's going to try to put that second death on him. And he does. Manu now. Oh, Mountain. There's Mountain showing what he can do. Mountain has to be the killer. Oh, takes 2 snipes from backs, though. Mountain has to be the killer on this team, and that's the kind of plays he needs to do.
Those are the types of deaths, though, that you just can't have.
Yeah.
Oct and Manu have to wait. They know that Uni's got vision on them. And again, it's 10 kills left, 11 minutes. There's a lot of time, but you just can't have those deaths like that.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, that South position, who was it? Flash and Sabotage. That 2 death there, they just needed a hold on the South position. The North team was winning that fight.
Speaking of Flash, Rom, I actually remember reading recently that he was a top 10 player, and he seems to be pulling the early deaths out just about every engagement here. Do you have any thoughts on that? Or
I appreciate the invitation, but I will walk away respectfully. I will say that Flash has his moments. I do want to give him kudos on season 23. He played absolutely fantastic as medic. I think he played out of his mind actually towards the end of the season. But a dose of humility goes a long way, brother. Anyway, well, it's interesting right now that Oct and Bax, for 2 guys that kind of hate each other in pub chat, they argue nonstop like siblings. They are playing fantastic together, and I'm wondering, is there a twofer pair that you guys can recall that have been more at each other's throats and yet getting, well, Oct goes down as I'm saying that, but doing work like they are right now? I mean, pretty incredible.
We're talking about Oct and
Bax as a mecha.
Yeah.
I think dubbed it. Oh, Bacht. Was it Bacht?
I'm going with Bactavian.
Bactavian. Okay.
So this duo, I think that's the piece of it. Like, they just have a ton of chemistry. Like, they're gonna talk shit to each other, have their drama. I swear that's how they get by, especially with the constant kicking and everything. But like Sniper, Ripper, especially on this map, it'll be determined on what they do on other maps. But you're basically taking away more than half of the team, the person's HP, and hitting them with that Ripper follow-up. Again, it's pick your poison. Which side do you want?
Yeah. 33 to 26 or 27. It is a 6-kill game with 8 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Still anybody's game. It's a 1-battle game. And I'm not really sure who the momentum is with right now.
So I think the momentum right now is with Suicide Squad. They were down multiple double digits, so now they're kind of just setting up. And I think this is smart. Let's let Crusaders see how they want to play this out. 8 minutes left. They're down 6. They don't have to push in here. There's plenty of time left, and this is what Crusaders wants. They want Suicide Squad to push in. So I think it's going to be a lot of cat and mouse back and forth right here within the last 8 minutes.
Let me get a breakdown again. Update. We've got Oct with 16-3. Hope you had that guy on your fantasy team. The Mountain was 7-3. Bax and DMX was 6-2 respectively, and we got heels. Negi leading the heels at 3,000, but nipping at his heels is Victim. Manu about 500 behind that. So kind of a battle of heels between Negi and Victim right now too.
So I'm going to ask for another rule clarification,
Sure.
I guess. But what is the camp timers in USL these days?
I don't remember what it updated. I think it's sitting still for 2 minutes, maybe it's a minute. But they get a warning, and then if they don't move, they get their space wherever they are. They get it broadcasted everywhere else. So it'd be like Flash and team are at F5 if they don't move.
Right. So if they're just standing there looking at each other, they both know where they are. There's really no
That's not
timer to
that's not a
make them
camp.
fight.
As long as they're moving, that's not a camp. That's just posturing.
Fair enough.
I believe if it's engaging.
Oh, Mecca
too.
says not true. That may be
I was gonna
inaccurate.
say, I think it's if they're engaging. Yeah, if they're engaging. So if they're staring at each other from 2 chords, I think you can still call it. But if they're fighting and actually making an attempt to fight, there's not going to be a camp.
Then again, I don't know that you would really update on somebody on where their positions are if you're looking each other right in the eye. You'd probably just let them figure it out. This is a game.
I think key here is going to be Oct. I think Suicide Squad has to keep Oct moving. You can't let him set up. You can't let him use these chokes here. You got to keep him moving.
And you can see him running around now. Like he's looking for an angle. He's looking to say, oh, Mountain's getting lit up.
I'm going to be honest. I was watching Oct. I didn't even see Mountain on the screen. He was not visible for me.
Back hooked him up with the monitor.
Then I watched Mountain there just ate the snipe at the end of it. I don't know.
He had to be 5. He had to be 1 shot. I don't know how he lived either.
Ooh, Manu is... Oh, he gets another heal there.
So I think this is what Suicide Squad has to do here from the north, especially versus Oct. You just got to get that angle and just keep annoying them. Break something open and move quick. We've already seen 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes go off the clock here.
Oh, Smack Rock is low. Oh, but he gets a heal there and survives. Way to go, Negi. Good heals. Negi's been keeping people alive all game. 33-10 on the heals this game.
South starting to get aggressive from Suicide Squad.
Cowig Star down there. It's a 4v4. Here comes Mountain to break it up.
And here comes Oct, right on cue. Oh, Mountain. Oh, Oct missed a
Oct murders him. I think
made up for it.
Yeah, I think Oct was embittered about that North Mesa fight they had a minute ago. He said, "I remember." Oh, it's a trade for Shasta versus Cowig. And Sabotage and Mugen need to get out. Sabotage just took a snipe. He's going down. Mugen's going to go down now if he doesn't. In fact, I'm not sure he's surviving. Flash and Victim a little late to get out. Fresh. Oh, Fresh is going down for sure. That was a disastrous push there for SS. It's back to a 6-kill game. 4:40 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, SS needed to take those early kills and fall back a little bit. They started trying to get aggressive, and as soon as Mountain got caught in the middle of Garage there, it's just spelled the end for them.
Mountain's coming down road to join these other 3. They're going to try and stabilize here.
So again, we're seeing Suicide Squad having to fall and most likely not going to be able to get everybody out.
Although this team top Mesa is a little out of position, they're taking some real fire right now. Manu is in danger.
That was actually a very good fall. Good call. Yep. So it looks like they got to re-engage. So 4 minutes left, down 6. They're still in good position, though.
Well, Crusaders are just not willing to go very far to get the kills. They're holding at the choke that's favorable to them. which is the right call when you're up by 6 kills with 3:41 to go in a game that you're not really projected to win. And what a big win this will be. Crusaders will go, if they win this, they will go 2-0 on a night in a game where they are the power ranked 5th squad. That's an impressive opening weekend.
And we got to fight South Mesa. Suicide Squad's still down by 6. I think the big thing here is you got to be smart because you're kind of pushing in with not your full team. So we'll see what's going on. Looks like Sabo's low. Could possibly. Oh, he's living.
Oh, Smack is getting. Oh, he's okay. Survives. Getting a little compressed here on the south side. Cowlig and Negi and Smack could be in trouble here.
I think Crusaders' biggest success was having Ock just sit south. Have Ock sit south, hold that south choke. They can't push at all. Ever since he's been kind of fluctuating between mid and north, he's been going, oh, and we have Smack Rock go down. But Ock's kind of just sitting in the middle. Like, he's not doing anything in these battles. Oh, and he's lagging. Hello?
Teleporting, I believe.
Ock putting the hacks on real quick.
Maybe he's downloading. Maybe he's on LimeWire. I don't know what's going on. Shasta and Mountain pushing through. They're trying to get these kills, dodging Bax. Bax is stuck. Oh, Bax goes down.
This is big. This is big for Suicide Squad. They
Yeah,
need
it is.
to take these kills and back out now.
Two
Like,
more.
They need to clean these
Here's
up.
what they need. No deaths.
They need 2 more. Mountain is yelling. I can hear him. He goes down, but they get the kills.
They need 1 more. It's a tie game right now. Then they're gonna
Oh,
run.
Smack goes
Here they
down.
go. Here they go.
No
Can
way.
Bax pick one this is going to come down to Bax. Can he pick one of them off as they're falling? Because otherwise they're going to go turtle mode.
Crusaders have got to push. They got to push quick. Pursue him to the ends of the earth.
41-40, minute 30 left. Suicide Squad up 1.
I mean,
Suicide Squad's about to be running like from the fucking boogeyman here. Like this is a desperate run.
Victim silently pulls into the lead with heals with 49-65. Outrageously good game for him and Negi. Oct was 17-4. Shasta comes out of nowhere with 12-4. The Mountain and Sabotage with 8-5. And it is off to the races for SS as they retreat into the rocks. I guess they're trying to pull them into the rocks here. I think I'd probably keep going north if I were.
Yep. I was going to say, pull it to Generation X. I was calling it earlier.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah,
Go.
I'd run all the
Get
way
out.
for Up and Ridge. Yeah, Y Road, as Kay says. That's exactly where I'd be going.
40 seconds. And we're engaged. Clig start getting aggressive. And he's down.
That's a little bit of shaking that rust off. Oh, Fresh is... Oh, my gosh! Fresh survives. 3 grenades land right next to him, and he lives through it.
Labo down. He ate a nade.
Oh,
Shasta's
Smack
being
Rock is in
peppered.
trouble from Apollo. He's back. Although Shasta snakes that kill just like the dirty snake he is. And that is game. What a game, folks. 43-41.
What a comeback. Those last 5 minutes are absolutely unreal from Suicide Squad.
No kidding. We all had Crusaders winning. Probably the closest to the final score was Jeff 50-47. Man, I don't know if I can add. Well, let me see here.
I think the breaker in that game was that Ripper the last 10 minutes. They adjusted that Ripper for some reason, and that's what broke it down.
What a game.
MVP award, in my opinion, got to go to Oct. Almost 20 kills. Like
Apollo
that's
gets the MVP. He was consistent all night for both games. He played very well.
He was very solid, but Oct and Bax combo, like to drop it at the end like that when your most impactful player's up there, like that hurts.
Yeah. Looks like Mountain.
Great job
is
to
here.
Suicide Squad. Very great job.
Mountain, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
43-41, man. Pins and needles the whole time. What an incredible game. Give me your thoughts on one of the best comebacks I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, just from the beginning, we knew they were going to camp like one core from their base. So it's just how are you going to break it, right?
Mhm.
So we just tried so many different angles, and then finally, like their bottom gave out at the end there, and then yeah, it was just win from there.
You named Apollo your MVP. We noted in the first game. I made a point of pointing out that Apollo looks like he never left. I mean, he just walked right back in and started playing excellent. He had 2 great games tonight. I think tonight he, particularly in the second game, he was very consistent for you, not giving up a lot of easy deaths and always putting on team shooting. What did you see from Apollo? And talk about your MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he did really well. I know like 3 people were like just brand new joined, so they're not really like familiar with our system. So um, some things were a little bit off, but all in all, everyone played really good.
Yeah, Mugen, kind of the off the bench medic for you. You had Victim come in and do 52-19. Mugen with 40-28. A lot of good support from your medics as well.
Yeah, I don't know if Bax was hitting people or not constantly. I didn't really notice, but I know Ox Ripper was just bothering us quite a bit there. So
Yeah, tell me about that. That was my next question. Is how did you? Jeff just pointed out that at some point you guys seemed to focus on the Ripper and shutting Ock down. I don't know if it was that you focused on him or that you were just generally focused firing the other team. What was your strategy in dealing with the problem he presented at what was he? What he finished at 17-4 for the day?
I mean, like I said, like so when I was looking at the map, they had their team spread out across the from the building to the south. So we're just like trying to break one side, and then I don't know, at the very end we just overloaded the bottom, which seemed to be working, and then Shasta called a push, and then we won the bottom. So
Absolutely. So there's a lot of. It sounds like there's a lot of voices on your side. I know you're leading over there, but just a lot of voices contributing. Shasta and I guess Apollo getting in on that too.
yeah, man, it helps definitely having Apollo, another
Mhm.
voice. So
Yeah. That was a good veteran pickup for right before the season started, Mountain. I don't know what happened there, but well done. Well done. What a piece to add. Well, any final comments about your team? Just an incredible comeback victory for you, and you finished 1-1 on the day. Any final comments for your team this week?
I'm just trying to give people playtime, some of the new people, and just
Mhm.
seeing how they play, and yeah, that's it. Just keep improving people, so
Yeah,
get more people better.
absolutely, man. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the interview. Let's see here, 43-41 in an incredible comeback performance. Suicide Squad comes back to finish the day 1-1, defeating Crusaders. A great game to watch. A really fun week 1 and a great way to end our night. Any final thoughts or comments from Colossal or Doc on your guys' first broadcast, or at least Doc's first broadcast?
I mean, I'd like to throw it back to you and say, do you have any questions for the 2 CTF DL champions you have in your broadcast right now?
If I knew anything about CTF to ask you, I would. Unfortunately, I am woefully ignorant on that subject. I acknowledge the places I know nothing, and this is a place where I absolutely am not equipped to discuss it. But congratulations to you guys on, was it Care Bears? Is that right?
Care Bears countdown, man.
Yeah, yeah. Congratulations to your team. I heard you had a fantastic season as well. It was an enjoyable finish. But yeah, that'll do it for week 1. Our final squad there, our final game there, Suicide Squad versus Crusaders in season 24 of the Unified Skirmish League. We want to invite you to join the fight by downloading the game on Steam. Just search Free Infantry or visit freeinfantry.com. To find out more about the Unified Skirmish League, please visit uslzone.com. Thank you to my co-hosts for tonight. That'd be Colossal and Doc. Thanks to our executive producer, Military Police. This has been Romulocks, and you've been watching the Unified Skirmish League on USL Live.